Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Tuesday the 26th of July 2022. I played the last game after midnight and so technically this is my second game today. But this is the Guardian medium level, and so this will be much easier. This game's not aimed at experts, aimed at beginners. Usually on a Tuesday, their medium level is a fairly easy game to play. I have no idea if today's is going to be follow their playbook, but I suspect that it will. What's happening in the news? The two Tory contenders are back duking it out. Apparently, let's hope they come to blows. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Not really. I don't like to see violence, but let's hope that they knock each other out, and hopefully people are listening and realize what a horrific pair they would make. Right, let's get on with the game. Explain quickly how to play the game of Sudoku. Well, we have rows across like this, and each row contains 9 squares. Some of the squares have digits in already and some are empty. Our job, should we choose to accept it, Jim, is to fill in the empty squares with the missing numbers between 1 to 9. So we have, for example, a 1 here, a 2, a 5 and a 6. So we're looking for a 3, a 4, a 7, an 8 and a 9, all to fill in this row. Now we do exactly the same thing with this. With each column, this column only has one digit of 5. That means we need numbers 1 to 4 and 6 to 9 to fit in these 8 empty squares. This column has 2 numbers already. Okay, get the picture. And then we have these smaller grids here like this of 3 by 3 squares, which I refer to as blocks. Sometimes people call them boxes, but we have so many boxes and blocks that it's difficult to find good terminology sometimes. Anyway, you can see 4, 6 and 7 are here. Guess what numbers we put in there? Yes, you're right, numbers 1 to 9. That's it. So that's how we go ahead. Now, how do we find the answer to this jigsaw? Well, we do something like this. We see a 9 blocking across this row and a 9 blocking across this row. What does that mean? It means because 9 is only allowed to be in this row one time, it can't possibly be in these 3 squares here. And this 9 is only allowed to be in this row one time, so we block both of these 2 squares here. Now within this small block here, we don't yet have a digit 9, right? But now we only have one empty square because this 9 stops these 3 squares and this 9 stops these 2 squares. So we know for sure through logic that our 9 fits here, and it is a game of logic. It has nothing to do with mathematics. When we consider this row up here, we see we have 1, 5, 2 and 6. We do not yet have a digit 9. When we look at 9s around, we can see that this 9 stops this square from becoming a 9, this 9 stops this square, this 9 stops this square, and this 9 stops this square. So in this row here we have just one empty space, so we know that the 9 fits there. Got it? That's how we play the game. Right, let's carry on with 9s. 9 blocking down here, 9 blocking up here, and 9 blocking across here means that this square here must contain a 9. And I say must because there is only one solution to the game of Sudoku, assuming it's a valid puzzle. Right, now you've really got the hang of it, haven't you? So all you have to do is finish it off. We can see 4 blocking across up here and 4 blocking across up here. That's going to give us a 4 there. What do we need now? Okay, in this row here we have 3 empty squares, and when we look at the numbers we have already, we find that the missing numbers are 2, 4 and 6. That's what we need to complete this row here, right? We need 2, 4 and 6, and they must go into these 3 empty squares. Now let's consider this square here. Can it be 2? Clearly no, there's a 2 very close by. Can it be 4? We don't know. Can it be 6? No, it definitely can't be 6. Can't be 2 or 6. So we know immediately that it must be 4 because it can't be anything else. And that's how the thing to remember in Sudoku is, if it can't be anything else, it must be that. That's the rule to go by. Now, for newcomers to the channel who wonder why I'm pausing for a second, I'm pausing for a second because I have no idea of the actual answer to this game or any other game that you see on this channel. Once I am recording, I just have to play the game and find the answer live. I have no idea of the actual solution. I don't work anything out in advance, so sometimes it takes some time to see the next answer, next digit, and I've seen it now. So I see a 1 blocking down here and a 1 blocking across here, so I know that 1 has to fit into this square here. And now we can see when we extend the ones eastward, this one and this one, in the bottom right hand block here we have 1 in that square there. If I get stuck or slowed down to an unacceptably slow pace, generally I'll just click on the digits like this. I've looked at the ones already, there's not much I can do for the ones. So I'll click on the 2s, highlight the 2s like this. It does help if you're playing on the computer, although I recommend that beginners play on pen and paper, pencil and paper really first. 2s are blocking in this pattern, so a 2 fits here. Okay, we have a 5 blocking down here and a 5 blocking up here, so we know that 5 is in that square. Then we take that 5 and say blocking across rightwards, 5 blocking upwards, 5 goes there. Okay, so that's a quick check done. So the next place to look would be where we have quite a lot of digits already. For example, this block here, what do we need? We still need a 1, we need a 6, and we need an 8. So is that going to do anything for us? Not yet. Let's look over here. Okay, so when we consider down here, we find something which may or may not be useful. Like I said, I haven't worked any of this out in advance, so I'm just chatting with you, trying to talk it through. What I see is this square can't be 2 or 4, and this square can't be 2 or 4 either, because the 2 and 4 block here and here. So we do know that 2 and 4 are in these squares. Is it going to mean anything? It means that it means that 2 and 4 are here. So when we consider putting an 8 here, we can say 8 blocking across here. We know that the 8 must fit into that square there. Now if 2 and 4 are here, We can also work out the missing numbers here, which are 3 and 7. Now 7 blocks here, so the 7 goes here and the 3 will be in that square there. Now we have 1 blocking up here and 1 blocking across here like this. So this is our 1. We can work this out because all we have to do is find the missing numbers here, which are 3 and 5, and then we just look at the other number that we need to complete this block, not including 3 or 5. So when we do that, we find that this has got to be an 8. Now the missing numbers along this row are 3 and 7. We see an intersecting 3, so we can place our 3 there, and we can put the 7 in that location there. Excuse me while I move around a little bit on my chair, get a bit more comfy. Okay, we can work out this number, can't we? All we have to do is either work out these two numbers and then stick one there, or work out these numbers, which I did work out before and have now forgotten. Oh, this was 4 and 8, wasn't it? I remember now. 4 and 8 were in here, so what we don't have for this column now then... No, not 4 and 8, sorry. I tell a lie. 2 and 4, sorry. 2 and 4 go here. In fact, this is our 8 here. There we go. 8 blocking across here, 8 across here. Oops. Let's try and hold down the right key. 8 up here. That's our 8. Now, the difficulty in Sudoku usually is trying to decide where you should look next. That's the thing that will slow you down in finishing the game. Not that you have to do it at high speed, it's not something that you need to play at high speed or anything like that. In fact, it's not really designed for speed at all. In fact, it's designed to kind of, while away the time, so no need to kind of rush through it. It's nice to finish the game off. Certainly when playing on YouTube, I need to finish the game in a reasonable amount of time. Okay, so I see that the 8 and the 9 block up here and the 8 and the 9 block up here, so I know that these two squares contain only 8 or 9 because of these digits down here. So if this is 8 and 9, the other two empty squares must contain 5 and 6. Now we have a 5 blocking here, so we know that the 5 goes here and the 6 goes here. I'm a bit stuck again, so I think I'm gonna highlight these digits and see if there's anything useful that I can see by highlighting them. Sometimes it makes things easier. For example, now that I highlight this 2, I notice that the 2 can't go here, but when I consider this bottom row, we also need a 4. So 2 and 4 block this square. That means 2 and 4 will be in these squares only, and this will not be 2 or 4, but must be the other number of this trio in the bottom row, so therefore it's got to be a 7. What was I doing? Oh yeah, I was highlighting digits. Let's see if anything... I'll start again with ones because I can't remember where I got to, and also I just made a change, and when you make a change in Sudoku, sometimes enough has changed on the board for you to find something new, something different. For example, now we have 5s blocking down here. Oops, hold down the right key. 5s blocking across here like this. So now we can say that 5 definitely goes in that square there. Okay, I've got one more 5 to get, so we've got 5 blocking across here. And that's the final 5, and now we can fill in this number, of course. So 3 to complete this block here. Now we have 1 blocking across here, and 1 blocking up here and up here, so we know that that has to be a 1. And I'm going to go back to highlighting again. Seems a bit laborious, I know, but sometimes it's the best way forward. Don't need to click on 6. I did, but only by mistake, because I don't need to. Sounds of a helicopter going past. Okay, so what I've discovered is that in these, you have to look around the board a bit, right? So the missing numbers here are 1, 4, and 7. But when I was looking at the 7s, I noticed that the 7 blocks here, and I easily saw this 1 close by. So this can't be 1, can't be 7, and therefore must be a 4. Now we can say 4 blocking up here, down here. Oops, keep pressing the wrong keys today. I mean the correct key to highlight the numbers on the board here. Now this 4 blocks down here, so this has to be a 4 and this has to be a 2 to finish the row here. 2 blocking up here, 2 blocking down here. Still holding down the wrong keys, but never mind. I think you can see what's going on here. 2's like this. That's our 2. 2 must be in, 2 blocking down here and 2 blocking down here. 2 is in that square there. 2 blocks across here, so this would be our 2, and the last number to get here is a 4. Missing numbers here now are 3 and 6, and so to finish this row we will be a 7, or you could say 7 blocks across here. It doesn't matter, you will get the same answer, and 6 will finish this here. 6 now blocks down here, putting a 6 there, or you could just look along here and find the missing number. So very often in Sudoku you'll find there are multiple ways to find the same digit. Where to now? Probably somewhere up here. What's missing down here? 3, 6. Okay, so I've got to look up here somewhere. The missing numbers up here are 8 and 9. Nope, can't find them. Okay, so what's going on in this block? We've got 1, we've got 2. 3 blocks across here like this. 6. 7. Okay, I'm going to have to work out this block here, I think. What are we left with? 3s are up here. 6s we don't know, and 7s. Hmm. Oh, which way forward? Where am I? Where am I? Which way forward? Okay. What's missing from these 3 digits here? We don't yet have 3, 6, and 7. Okay, that's the way forward. We've got 3, 6, and 7 missing from this column, but we've got 6 and 7 both attacking this square here. It's not 6, it's not 7, it has to be 3. So now 3 blocking down here, 3 across here. This has been a pretty good medium level game actually for a Tuesday. Normally it's easier than this, I will say. 3 blocking down here, this is a 3 to go here, and the last number here has been a 6, is a 6. 6 blocks up here, 6 goes here, and 7 finishes there, so 7 blocks across here. This is a 7, and 1 is the final digit there. 1 blocks across here, putting a 1 into that square there, and 6 is the missing number here now. We have just 1 empty square in this column, and when we look we find it's a 7, and we have 1 empty square for this column here, and when we look we find it's an 8, and this 8 blocks this square, so 8 goes here. The last number we need there now is a 9, which blocks that square, so we know that the 9 goes there. And to finish today's medium level puzzle, there you go. Right, that's it now. Work day for me. So if I come back, it'll be quite a few hours from now. Well, many hours from now, actually. That's it. Bye bye.